What's up, everybody? It's me, Hello Newman. Checked out the chat a couple times. The insane conversations going on right now. Someone's living in a baguette. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening in the chat. It's chaos. Utter chaos. Welcome. This is my first live stream. Never done this before. In spite of what it might appear, I've got all kinds of fancy... Look at this. Look at that right there. Hey, that's me. And... Oh, man, really? Only your left ear? Dang it! Alright, hold on. Your left ear's enjoying this? Poop. See? This is the problem. No! See, it says right here that it's not mono. I will turn it mono. How about that? Yes? Everybody? Is that better? If I switch it from stereo to mono, what do you say in the chat? Hey, all right, turn down the music. Good, good. I'll turn down the music. All right. We're getting there. The feedback the feedback is great. Okay. Okay. So, okay, hold on. Everybody stop. Everybody just stop. Let's do this again. Are you ready? Here we go. So, here we go. Welcome. It's Hello Newman. Okay. This is my first time doing a live stream, as you can see. And I just wanted to reconnect with you guys. I've been doing a lot of school stuff and just been really busy and hanging out with family and that sort of thing. And I just wanted to reconnect with all of you and tell you what I'm up to and what my next experiment and project will be. I have actually two things to share with you today. What I'm going to be watching next. And yes, I have been looking at all the things you guys have been suggesting to watch. I'm like Santa Claus. I've got a list and I'm checking it twice. And I'm going to watch a lot of them. I've seen Game of Thrones. Yes, I want to watch Game of Thrones. I've seen The Fantastic Beasts. Those are two huge ones that you guys have suggested. Yes, I'm going to watch those. Oh, I see someone notice the shield in the background. I made that for Halloween this year and went to school dressed as Link and horrified probably some students. Horrified them. Thank you for noticing there, Pokeverse Master. So, I've also seen Stranger Things. People love Stranger Things. I've seen the first two or maybe I watched some of the third season of Stranger Things. So that's definitely on my list to watch the most recent seasons. However, today I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be watching first. What I think my next reaction project will be. And I have, oh yes, and the books. I also have an update on the books. And I have another experiment I want to run involving, at least somewhat tenuously, my actual class at school. I've roped them into this. They are very unwilling because they're teenagers, or at least almost just barely teenagers, and they're getting cynical, and they're just too cool for school, and I'm, at least to them, kind of old, and I say things like, hey man, that's hip and with it, so anytime I come up with an idea, Mr. Newman, it's not that cool. But I have an experiment I want to test, and I'm going to use the army of all of you that I have now assembled to find this thing out. I need to find out. So, so some of you have questions about my school, probably. I can't answer all of them. I can't tell you what school it is or where I am or all that stuff because this is the internet and like people will literally stalk me. But I can tell you that it is middle school and that I am a teacher of social studies primarily. So I teach social studies. I'm certified in social studies. So that's what I love. I love history. That's probably why in the reaction videos to Harry Potter, there's so many references to somewhat vague historical things. So, and I do have coffee. Nectar of the gods. So, yes, Newman's Army. Oh, you pitiful, pitiful poor people. So, first things first. Someone's a librarian? Oh, and the Marvel films too. The Marvel films, that's one I've thought about because many of you suggested them. I've seen most, but here's what's on my list. Probably for a little bit later on, is the newest Spider-Man ones. The newest Spider-Man films, like Homecoming. I haven't seen Homecoming. When I watched Avengers Endgame, I had no idea. I still don't have any idea why there's this really deep relationship between Iron Man and Spider-Man. I don't know. He loves him a lot, I guess, for reasons that I don't know. So I could react to that. And there's a lot of anime. Yes, Tom Holland, that's the one. There's a lot of anime requests. I have seen anime. I'm not a huge anime fan. I've seen a lot of the big ones. I have not seen Attack on Titan. I've seen a lot of the most famous ones, like Totoro and Castle in the Sky and all that stuff. That's Studio something. Studio. Oh my gosh, My Hero Academia. Yeah. Jay, that's like so popular at school. So maybe I could do that one. Attack on Titan would blow my mind. Should I wrap duct tape around my head before I watch? Studio Ghibli, that's what it is. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Studio Ghibli ones, and some of the shows. A few shows. Okay. Okay, Jay. I will. Avatar: The Last Airbender, I've seen the first season, and I really liked it. And I've heard that the first season is a little bit more, like a kid show, and, it was good. I thought it was good. It was entertaining. And then after the first season of The Last Airbender, it gets, it gets really good. Like, the plot is really great and complex. So, guys, I'm really glad you're all here. This is great. Like, I am not in Gryffindor. I'm not. I have qualities of Gryffindor. I think the Sorting Hat would have trouble with me, because I am very loyal. I do believe in loyalty and sticking up for other people, big time. In fact, let me guys tell you an anecdote. Here we go. An anecdote from years. Holy cow! My audio in my head just turned way up. A story from years ago. There was this girl who I worked with, not at school. This was at a fast food place when I was in high school. And I am not Slytherin. I'm not Slytherin. And she had some, I wouldn't say deformities. They weren't deformities. They're just, I don't know. She had some physical issues. And there was a girl there who would trash her, would poke fun at her about these things, about the way she looked, and the fact that she, had these issues. And one day I had enough. Okay, this is the Gryffindor in me. I had enough, and I said, and this girl was very beautiful, right? I said, listen, knock it off. you can't help how you're born. She can't help how she's born. And just because it's making you somehow, in some twisted way, feel better about yourself, right? You need to stop because I've had enough. So I reamed her out and she kind of laughed it off. But she never made fun of that girl again. So I have a little bit of Gryffindor in me. I don't know if I have any Hufflepuff, though. WandaVision, I've heard of WandaVision, and that it's a little confusing for some people. A lot of people didn't like the ending, but they said that it was like really intriguing, like really interesting and different. So that'd be interesting to watch. So, what do you guys want? Do you want to hear my experiment that I'm going to employ the Newman Army in first? Do you want to hear what the next reaction video is going to be? Or would you like to hear maybe just a taste of what I thought of the first book of Harry Potter? I'm watching the chat. Everything. Okay, but I can't do it all. I only have one mouth. I can't do everything in... Okay, next reaction. Reaction. A couple books. Oh, reaction. Okay, reaction's taking the... Oh, now the books are coming. Okay. So, I'll give you guys a taste. Just a taste, because I do want to actually make like a little review video. Just a taste of what I thought of the first Harry Potter book. I can tell you, I'm not going to go into detail, but I can tell you that I really enjoyed the book. I thought this was a really playful. I thought it was even more playful and fun than the movie. I thought that this book knows exactly what it is and what it's doing, and it does it very well. This is like introducing you as a kid to this entirely different world. I know. So I tell my kids in class to do this, and so if I don't do it, what does that make me? Massive hypocrite. It introduces kids to this entirely new world, and it builds and builds and builds upon itself. If there's one flaw with this book, it's that it feels like it's just like building something out of bricks, and each brick is like an element of the world. And so it doesn't really have... Sometimes the narrative takes a backseat to that world building, but it's necessary in order to continue the series. There's a few parts that I really liked about this book way more than the movie. I like the way that they treated Ron. I think Ron is fantastic in this book. He's scrappy. He wants to like... Anytime someone does something bad, he wants to like punch him right in the face. Like he wants to defend Harry. He wants to like get in a fight. I think that's great. I don't advocate it, but hey, it's a book. It's a fantasy world. So I really like how they treated Ron. This book, this is probably the last thing I'll say. This book, yes, Ron is so good. So much better in this book. One thing I will say, the ending was conflicting for me. The last thing I'll say about this book is that the ending did things that were very much better than the movie, but then other things that were like, I like the movie better. I wish they had ended that way, but that's my cinematic mind. I love the way movies are able to convey and sort of tie things up and wrap them with a bow. Sometimes a little bit better than books, especially once you hit the climax of a book and there's that like downtime. But on the whole, I think I like the ending of the book better. On the whole, I think I like the book better. I knew I would. It's not a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm able to kind of like split the two things in half. Like the movie's over here, the book's over here, and I'm able to like judge them based on just themselves. And I think I enjoyed this as I read better. So that's all I'll say. I'm not going to give you any of the post-it notes. I am starting to read The Chamber of Secrets, although it's kind of hilarious because there's a kid in my class who just like a week ago picked up reading Harry Potter for the second time. He's already like almost through The Prisoner of Azkaban. How am I so slow at reading? It's probably because I'm also reading other books. Like I started The Wheel of Time. I watch a fantasy book reviewer guy on YouTube, and he thinks this is like the greatest fantasy of all time. And so I'm like, well, heck, I mean, I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd. I probably should read the competition, right? So I'm reading The Wheel of Time. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that is fancy. I feel like Patrick Starr. Fancy. You guys don't even know that I can do all kinds of impersonations, can you? All the kids at my school do. I can do SpongeBob. I'll do that later if you guys hang on and watch the whole stream. I'll do my SpongeBob impersonation. And I'm reading Hamlet again, since I was in high school. Again, more Post-its. Because we're going to be learning it in class. So, that's a little taste of the book. I think, yes, I can sing. Donald Duck, I can't do Donald Duck. I can do the... That's it. So, let's do my next reaction. Next, for my reaction video, I'm going to be doing The Mandalorian. That's right, people. I'm going to be doing a reaction to The Mandalorian. And here's why. I've seen the first season, and I thought it was fantastic. I want to do something not Harry Potter, not fantasy or any of that. I want to do something very different. And I've been wanting to watch the second season of The Mandalorian for a while. And I figure this is a perfect opportunity to do it. I'll do it this spring. The episodes are quick. I can get the reaction videos out much quicker than the Harry Potter reaction videos came out. Those were every 2 weeks. Sometimes, I think one time it took 3 weeks. They're going to come out faster than that because they're quick. So that is going to be my next reaction series, The Mandalorian. Do I play games as well, Jackie Chan? Yes, I do. However, I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't play... I don't play many of the extremely popular video games, like the ones that are AAA titles. I really enjoy indie titles. I really enjoy strategy games. Like right now, I'm really into Anno 1800, building cities and like setting up trade routes. And oh my gosh, the levels of nerdiness are extreme, very extreme. So I do play video games. Would they be entertaining to stream? The ones I play? No. Although I have played Counter-Strike. You know, I've played Counter-Strike in the past. I've played all kinds of, online first-person shooters, so that might be fun. I do want to play The Last of Us. I've heard that's very good, Jackie Chan. Other things I'm checking the chat. It's going pretty quick. Attack on Titan. It's on my list. I'm telling you, it's on my list. Oh my gosh. Hearts of Iron? Ridiculous? Hearts of Iron is like... Okay, maybe the levels of nerdiness aren't off the chain for me. That's extreme. Like, I've tried Hearts of Iron and some similar titles from that publisher. So difficult. Those are hard games. If you can play Hearts of Iron, you're a genius. Oh, you have to go study. See ya! It must be pretty late over there. Outer Wilds, I don't know. I haven't seen it. A Lord of the Rings revisit, Linda. That's definitely on my list. I do want to rewatch The Lord of the Rings. I watch it, I don't know, 3 times a year. It's ridiculous. I don't know, it's extreme. Red Dead 2, that's a game that I've really wanted to play, but I don't want to spend the money. It's too much money. Anything above like $20 is like, oh gosh, it's expensive for me. What subject do I teach? Fruity, you must have just come in. So I'm a teacher of social studies. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, I also do a bit of, in fact, how I got into teaching, and I still do it. is special education. So I work in special education as well. I'm in the classroom helping kids, doing pullouts. I do a little bit of math pullouts, and I love it. I don't know if I leave special education, I don't know, I'll miss it. I definitely will. I really love the kids. So no kids, not yet. All right. Oh, your mom used to be a special ed teacher? Nice. Ooh, a Lord of the Rings versus Harry Potter video. Oh, Tim. Don't blow my surprise ending for the video. Tim Ross, don't blow the surprise ending. Okay. So here's the next thing. I'm going to tell you guys what my other little project I want to do on the side. So in my class, we tried to start like this meme competition thing with the students in my class where like they would bring in memes and we'd vote on memes for something. Hey, see you later, Will. They'd bring in memes and we'd vote on like who has the best meme or something, but they've got homework and they're doing other things and they don't care. So they forget. Whatever, that's fine. So I figured, why not? If I build this whole tournament competition of memes for them, then all they have to do is vote. And then I thought, wait a second. What if I let the hordes of all of you vote as well? Then we can truly see what the greatest meme is of all time. Maybe you're not as excited about this as me, but I think it's hilarious and fun. So, in addition to the Mandalorian reaction that I want to do next, do my students watch my videos? Yes. And several of them are too embarrassed to admit it. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, huh? So what I'm going to do is every once in a while, maybe a couple times a week, I'm going to put up a poll. And the poll, here, let me switch. I'm looking at the chat now. Let me switch to my other screen. Is it the desktop screen? I don't want the desktop screen. I want the Tournament of Memes screen. Here we go. So as you can see here, I have a bracket. Oh, and wait a second. You can't see half of it. Let me shrink it down just a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Turn that off. Now, here we go. As you can see, I've created an entire bracket of 32 memes. This is absolutely ridiculous. Meme Wars. Yes. Yes, we are going to... Exactly. It's March Madness. This is March Madness. We are going to... And by the way, I have 32 more all-time great memes if we finish this one. And then we can put them up against each other. So, yes, Shirtless Putin is on there. Shirtless Putin, he's low in the seating. The seating is determined almost entirely arbitrarily, Frank, by me. What I think is like the most widely used or okay, let me put it this way. In this tournament, in this 32 team matchup that you see here, here, there we go. I have selected memes that are versatile so that people can use them in so many different situations or manipulate them, or, adding their own taglines or things like that. So there are other really popular memes out there, like Chuck Norris, okay, that I didn't include, that could have been included, I guess, but this is my first 32. So as you can see, here's the list. Let me go through. A lot of you are discovering ridiculous memes on here as I go, but here we go. Number 1 seed, deal with it. I mean, duh, it's a juggernaut. Number 2, almost, maybe equally. We'll have to find out when you guys vote. Number 2, SpongeBob. Number 3 seed, crying Michael Jordan. Another juggernaut. Chuck Norris probably does. He literally predates memes, that's for sure. Number 4, One Does Not Simply. Lord of the Rings, represent. Number 5, Doge and Swole Doge. Elon Musk will be happy. Number 6, Condescending Wonka. Number 7, Harambe. Rest in peace. Number 8, Fry Not Sure If. Or some people call it Squinting Fry from Futurama. So the slow zoom in with him squinting. Number 9, Leroy Jenkins. Classic. Number 10, woman yelling at a cat. Fairly recent, but really popular. Number 11, Change My Mind. The Change My Mind table. Number 12, Distracted Boyfriend. Another juggernaut. Number 13, Think About It. The Roll Safe guy. These are ridiculous. Oh, Know You're a Wizard, Harry? No, that might make the other list, though. Yep, Rip Harambe. Yep. One does not simply walk into Mordor. No, you don't. You really don't. It's so true. Number 14, Arthur's Fist. You have no idea what most of these are? You know, that's really weird. They're steering... I can't pronounce your name. That's really weird because most of my students didn't either. Like, they're young. They don't know many of them. Number 15, Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Come on. Number 16, demotivational posters. Instead of motivational posters, the demotivational ones. Number 17, This Is a Pigeon. Number 18, This Is Fine, Dog. Number 19, Baby Yoda. Very recent, but man. Number 20, American Chopper Argument. Number 21, Drake posting. Another really popular one. At least it's still going strong. Man, Drake posting is going strong. That might be a low seeding. 21, I think that's probably low for Drake, isn't it? Arthur's Fist is one of your favorites. Velociraptor. Old, but a goodie. Number 23, Ancient Aliens. Number 24, Success Kid. Another. That's a wholesome one. Number 25, Third World Skeptical Kid. Number 26, Taken. Like, I have a specific set of skills. Number 27, The Nigerian Prince Scam. Number 28, Evil Kermit. Number 29, Double Rainbow. It was so sad when he died this last year. Rest in peace, that dude. Number 30, Shirtless Putin. Number 31, Vancouver Riot Kiss. And number 32, What If I Told You? That's the, I think, Morpheus, which he never said that. If you watch The Matrix, he never said that. Yeah, you like the very good mix? That's what I thought. It's a good mix. Some old ones, some new ones. I think it's going to be great. And I'm going to start putting those out in the next few weeks. I'll put up a couple a week. You guys vote on them. What do you think is the better meme? Okay? Evil Kermit. Oh, what's the okay meme? Several people have said okay. Like the little girl in the back seat in her car. Is that the one? Anybody? What's the where is Asmaeen, you said where is okay and someone else said Facepalm Picard. Oh, I think he is. He might. I have to check. I think Facepalm Picard might be on the second listing, second bracket. Okay, well, whatever. All right. So, I want to take questions before I do my coup de grace at the end of this reaction video, which will be in Tim, who was it? Almost spoiled it. I want to give you guys my ranking of the Harry Potter movies, okay? My ranking of the Harry Potter movies. Do you guys have questions? Give me some questions here. I can't answer everything, but some of you have asked some, and I've answered about like what I do, what I teach. What's my name? Newman. Ooh. Ballpoint or fountain? Neither, unless fountain is felt tip. I like felt tip pens. The little, like, even those little affordable Papermate felt tip pens. Oh, great. Oh, the one that, okay is the one that pans over the jungle to a guy that just says, okay. I don't know that one. How do I not know that one? How are you? When are you going to release the Mandalorian reactions? Probably the first one will come out like the week after next. And then it will probably be every week, Jackie Chan. Do I play any instruments? Yes, I do. I sing. I play the drums. I've been playing the drums for 18 years, I think. I have a Zelda shield. Do I play Zelda? I don't play any of the recent ones only because I don't have any console. I'm a PC gamer. PC Master Race. But I'm a big fan of Zelda. The older games, I think Ocarina of Time was one of the greatest video games of all time. But some people say they've gotten better. So maybe I need to dive back into some Zelda. Some people are predicting what my number one Harry Potter is going to be. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Ooh, that's a good philosophical question that will expose my deeply held beliefs. And I'm not sure if I want to do that because then people will hate me. Favorite sport? That's hard. I love sports. I'm a big fan of hockey. I love watching hockey. I love going to hockey games even better. I think if you have not been to a hockey game, you haven't lived. Like, it's one of the greatest things. You got to sit close to the glass, and it's just so fast and brutal and exciting and dangerous sometimes because the pucks are like flying up over the glass and people are slamming into the glass in front of you. It's great. My favorite color is blue. I know, very uncontroversial answer there. I love blue. I don't have any pets either. As a French person, what does coup de grace means? I don't know. I have to ask the French teacher at my school. PC gamer, baby. Yeah. Favorite show that you've seen? One of my all-time favorite shows is 24. I love Jack Bauer. Kind of got weird towards the end, the final seasons, but did you cry while watching Titanic? The first time, no, because I was a little bit younger, but I think I've maybe teared up a couple times watching it. Now, probably not. I got a sweet tooth? Actually, no. This is the weird thing, Tia. I don't normally eat a lot of sweets. I just happen to, like, treat myself while I'm doing my reaction. I do drink a lot of coffee, but, like, I don't eat a lot of ice cream. I deprive myself of most sweets. I don't drink soda, like, almost ever. Hold on. Why am I still in the tournament of memes? Get out of here. Boom. See, first time doing this. I got to get used to it. Okay. What country would I like to visit the most? Oh, that's a hard question. I'd love to do like a Mediterranean tour, like start in Israel and then go to Greece and then like end in Rome. Like that would be just phenomenal, I think. My favorite character and favorite actor of Harry Potter? I think my favorite character and favorite actor would have to be Snape, right? It's Snape. Because he's such a good actor. But I really like oh, dang it. I really like Hagrid. I think Hagrid's great. He fits the character so well. I read the book and I could not tell the difference between Hagrid in the book and Hagrid in the movie. What's the difference? Anybody know? I don't know. It's like perfect. He's the perfect Hagrid. He really is. In Austria, hockey isn't such a big thing, really. You got to go a little bit further east, right? as you start traveling further east, it gets really popular, I think, right? Especially in some of the Baltic states and especially Russia. Holy cow. No snacks today. No, I just ate a bowl of potato soup that I cooked in a crock pot the other day. So you missed it. Favorite food? Probably mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and some sort of veggie. Oh my gosh, that's great. How old am I? I'm in my 30s, early 30s. Well, mid 30s. Yeah, mid 30s. I remind you of your cool uncle. Thank you. I have seen Galaxy Quest. Yes. Oh, here's a great question. What made me want to become a teacher? I wanted to become a teacher late. In other words, like it wasn't something that I wanted to do when I left high school. I went and I worked straight out of high school, got a job, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I have lots of different interests and hobbies. I drum, I do art, photography, all kinds of stuff. But I felt like I was led to do teaching for several reasons, and I don't know. In America, our society is a little bit complicated right now. I'm not going to get into politics. Our society is a bit complicated, and it's distressing for many people. And I felt like I could help with that situation in a very small way. I mean, how much can one teacher do? But at least for the kids that I'd be able to teach and influence, teaching them communication skills and how to negotiate and how to accept other people's views without like being like Ron and punching them in the face. Okay. And how to, you know, how they should kind of view themselves, I guess. And a lot of people have difficulty with that in our culture right now, and they can't get along, and they don't want to believe that other people who believe differently than them are good people. And this goes for everybody on every side. And I just think that all over the earth, I think we really need to learn how to accept other people, even if they believe very different things than us. Religion, politics, I don't care what it is. So that's kind of why I got into teaching. And also, as much as teachers sometimes complain, the pay's not bad. The benefits are pretty good, people. I mean, come on. You get your whole summer off. I usually work anyways, but my favorite music genre, that's tough. I like a lot of music. It's different. I can tell you which one I don't like, and if you're a fan of this genre, I'm so sorry, but I'm not a big fan of modern country. I call it Southern pop. Not a big fan. I do like bluegrass, but Southern pop. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready? Have I seen Hamilton? No. Now I'm going to get people asking to do a Hamilton reaction. I've heard it's excellent, and I've seen a couple of the musical acts, but I've never watched the whole thing all the way through. I like jazz. It depends. There's a lot of freeform jazz that I just can't get into because it's freeform. I'm a drummer. No offense to the freeform jazz drummers, but I like a solid beat. Hey, if you can't dance to it, what's the point? That's the point of music. So, my SpongeBob impersonation. Okay, I'll do my SpongeBob impersonation, and then I will give you, for the end of this live stream, my Harry Potter rankings. Are you guys ready for SpongeBob? Here we go. I don't want to be too loud in the mic. What's my level? Move the mic. Here we go.
I'm ready.
There you go. So, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Okay, so. Oh, that's so kind of you all. I love you. So that's my SpongeBob impersonation. Not bad. The kids, little kids at school, it blows their mind. Especially one year when I did it for the final day of school over the announcements. I did the announcements at school as SpongeBob and Patrick and Mr. Krabs. And they thought they thought SpongeBob had come to the school. They really did. So, are you ready? Here we go. Here is my ranking of Harry Potter. Oh no, my laptop is shut down. Here's my ranking. So, number 8. And here's the thing. The differences between these movies are very subtle for my first, like, 5 movies. Like, I didn't hate a single one of these movies, guys. I did not dislike a single one of these movies. I enjoyed each of the movies to a certain levels, certain degrees. I would say that my enjoyment never dipped below 50%. What more can you ask for in a movie? Someone brought up Avatar last time. The Last Airbender. That movie definitely dipped below 50%. Okay? So, hey, an anthropologist from Brazil. Hey, Yuri. Anthropology is very, I don't know, as a history person, it's very interesting to me. But I am by no means an expert. So, here is number 8 for my Harry Potter best movies ranking. Number 8 is Order of the Phoenix. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! It is Order of the Phoenix. I enjoyed the movie, but I don't remember a lot of it. You know what I mean? Some of you say it's like your favorite. And I think once I get through the books and I read the books, I will have I know the disrespect. I know. It's brutal. I know. It's unexpected. I know. Okay, well, I enjoyed the movie. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember Sirius, and I remember that part, and I remember Luna, and I remember the plot-ish, but I'd have to rewatch it again to really stimulate my mind again. So, I don't know. That's kind of how I judge movies, if they're memorable. So, number 7 is, and through no fault of its own, I guess, is The Deathly Hallows Part 1. I mean, it's a good movie. It was fun, but it drags. It does. It drags hard. And Ron is a crybaby, whiny little baby in it. He's just all over the place. He's got issues, guys, in Part 1 of The Deathly Hallows. He's got issues, and it's hard to watch. Anyways, but there are some really great parts in that movie that somewhat redeem it. I think there's some really great scenes in that movie. Probably my favorite scene, one of the best scenes in the entire series, is with the old lady in her house. The suspense in that scene and the tight walls and everything, how everything's very tight and dark, and she doesn't speak, so there's like barely any dialogue. It's very good. Okay, number 6 of my Harry Potter rankings list. We're moving up. Number 6. Yeah, some of you thought I was just a hater and I was going to put Prisoner of Azkaban all the way down at the bottom. No. Prisoner of Azkaban is number 6. It's towards the middle of the pack. It's grown on me a little bit. I don't hate it at all. I think it's a very fine shot film. My problem with Prisoner of Azkaban is that a lot of it doesn't make sense to someone who hasn't read the book, or it's confusing, or it's like, I know. It seems kind of I don't know, and the time travel thing, like I don't like that type of stuff. I that really hurt it for me, and it's not well explained in the movie. A lot of you explained well, like, here are the limits on time travel. Here's what she set forth, but it's not really clear in the movie. So as a film, Prisoner of Azkaban is number 6 on my list. My list. Number 5 is a really solid, it's a decent, good film. And I think it did a very good job of introducing the whole series, which is The Philosopher's Stone. And I think I enjoyed the film. I thought it was fun. It was a kind of a kid's movie. But it was good. The one thing that I think is why I like the book better than the movie is they spent a weird amount of time in The Philosopher's Stone just making you gawk at the magic. Like, ooh, look how magical everything is. But in a book, the great thing about books is that they allow you to imagine it. They don't force the imagery on you. At least good writers don't. They trick your brain into thinking that you created the imagery. And in The Philosopher's Stone, how do you trick people into seeing things that are right in front of them and making them think that anyways, so Philosopher's Stone is number 5. Now we're getting, let me check the Hagrid and Snape did save that. I mean, they were great. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I know the sticky notes. You must have just joined. Yes. I have read the whole book. I'm now in Chamber of Secrets and no sticky notes yet. That's weird. But number 5 is The Philosopher's Stone. Number 4, an even better film. Olivia predicted it. Chamber of Secrets. Yes. That was a good movie. It's a great little mystery. And so far in the book, it's dragging a little, but it's good. It's good. The Chamber of Secrets is a great little mystery movie. I love it. And that is number 4. Number 3. You thought I loved number 2? I do. But somebody's got to be just because someone's above a movie doesn't mean I don't like it. So, number 3, Goblet of Fire. Some of you hate this movie because you've read the books and you're like, the director is an imbecile and everything is terrible, and turn to page 394. No, you can't make me. You can't make me. Goblet of Fire as a movie, though, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good film, and there's so much comedy in it. It's really funny. It's a funny movie. Honestly, don't like Goblet from the books, but on alone as a movie, it's pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I haven't read the book, but as a movie, it's a pretty good movie. Slightly better than Chamber of Secrets, I think. And Chamber of Secrets is slightly better than Philosopher's Stone, and Philosopher's Stone is slightly better than Prisoner of Azkaban, in my opinion. So, number 2, here we go. Number 2. What is it going to be? Some of you I'm watching the chat. Some of you. Deathly Hallows Part 2. That's right. The Deathly Hallows Part 2 is my number 2 film. That was a good film. And it is an action-packed movie. There's tons of action. But I didn't necessarily like the movie because of all of that. I liked it because of the story of Snape, Harry's sacrifice, and there's a lot of character arcs that really come full circle in the Deathly Hallows, and those character arcs are so important to me. Like, characters so important to me, and I think the Deathly Hallows Part 2 really brings a lot of those characters, except for Malfoy, which I have watched YouTube videos and your comments that say that Malfoy was supposed to throw his wand or whatever, wasn't it? He's supposed to throw his wand to, I'm looking at the chat, throw his wand to Harry and help him out as his last act. And the fact that they took that out is the dumbest thing that they did in the entire series. Why? Why would you not allow Malfoy that ending? Why would you strip that catharsis away from the fans? I don't know. He threw Harry's wand to Harry. That's right. Think about it. Which means that my number one, if number two is the Deathly Hallows Part 2, my number one is, yes, many of you predicted it. So easy to predict based on my reactions. The Half-Blood Prince. What a movie. The Half-Blood Prince is such a good movie. How could it not be my number one? Like, the drama and the suspense and the intrigue and the betrayal and, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. Like, Half-Blood Prince, I'm not even ranking Half-Blood Prince. Like, if you took Half-Blood Prince just as a movie outside of the whole Harry Potter series, Half-Blood Prince is just on its own a fantastic film. Like, I'm like, just objectively subjectively, as a movie among all the other movies, it is a very good film. Some of you said they didn't win any awards. How did some of these films not win any awards? Did Prisoner of Azkaban win something for cinematography and that's like it? Some of these movies deserved awards, okay? Maybe not as many as Lord of the Rings, clearly, but come on. Half-Blood Prince is the story is so good. Dumbledore, come on. Okay. So, I should do like a when your head kept exploding in the reactions. I know. And what's really funny about that is that I had to make an edit before I outputted because it was like banning me. Like it was not allowing me to post. And so I had to cut some piece out and move everything. And I forgot to move the two of the little explosion sound effects. And so when you watch the reaction, my head explodes and it's like you're standing a mile away. And suddenly the explosion hits you. The sound. Anyways. Number one. Half-Blood Prince. That's my favorite Harry Potter movie. I would probably easily want to watch that again. Easily. Someone like, hey, you want to watch Half-Blood Prince? Yeah. Let's go. I love that you're glad to see you react to more serious films aimed at adults. Like your commentary is unapologetically honest. Well, I know that's probably something that I've tried to work on throughout my reactions, is not saying things just because they come to my head. Trying to be a little bit less harsh, because people get the wrong idea. They think that I don't like the movie because I'm being very harsh, and that's not the case. I'm trying to instill comedy in my criticism, and some people don't take it as comedy. They take it as just criticism, which is bad. I'm amazed that you did not get spoiled about Dumbledore's death before. I know! Look, some people called me a liar in the chat, and they said, you're just acting. Like, you knew. I swear, I think I got a Holy Bible in one of my videos and swore on it. I swear to you that I did not know that Dumbledore died. I swear. I didn't know. I don't know how. I don't know how. And it's not like I live under a rock. I mean, I have a basement apartment, but I don't live under a rock. How come you added loads of Lord of the Rings references? Because The Lord of the Rings is the greatest movie, and I do call it a movie. It's like a single movie of all time. Yes, and I'm talking to all you Godfather fans. Lord of the Rings is better. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts is on my list. Hey, For those of you just joining, I announced that my next reaction series is going to be The Mandalorian. I've seen the first season. I have not seen the second, and I've really wanted to watch it for a while, and I figured, hey, let's do it. I can do a reaction series to The Mandalorian. The episodes aren't as long as a movie. I can get them cut and sent out much quicker, like weekly, which will be much easier for me in my school schedule. I watched another reactor who knew Dumbledore would die, but didn't know it would be Snape who did it. Ah, okay. So I can imagine that would be probably almost as equally stunning, right? They were probably pretty stunned. WandaVision. WandaVision's on my list. Fantastic Beasts is on my list. Game of Thrones is on my list. I have not seen any Game of Thrones because there's a lot of nudity and bad stuff, and I don't like watching that stuff. So I'm going to filter it and watch it that way through, I think, VidAngel. But I need to steal someone's HBO account. Shh. I didn't say that, YouTube. I didn't say that. That was a joke. My second favorite character, I think I said it was Hagrid. Did I say Hagrid? I really like Dumbledore. I really like Ron. But as I said earlier, if you guys weren't here, Ron in the book is a heck of a lot better than Ron in the movies. Sorry, that probably just exploded in your ears, didn't it? Because I slammed the book down on the desk. Who was shook? Oh, the reactor? Yeah. How can you not be shook? It's Dumbledore. It's like when Gandalf dies, you know? Book Ron, yes. And for those of you who also don't know, I'm going to be doing a tournament. For those of you just joining, I'm going to be doing a tournament. It's just a side thing. Just a side thing. No movies or videos or reactions or anything. It's just a side thing. I'm going to put up polls on my channel. I'll show you here. Where's my little fader? Ooh, the fade. Oh, no. Oh, fade. There we go. I'm going to be doing a tournament of memes. And you'll get to vote on my March Madness bracket here, the greatest memes of all time. I have 32 other memes that I haven't included because that would be an incredibly massive bracket. But I've got 32 memes here that you guys can vote on in the coming weeks. So be looking for that. All you got to do is just vote. Boop, click. What's your favorite? What do you like best? And we will find out what the greatest meme is of all time. We're winding down on the hour, so I want to make sure I give you guys a chance to ask any more questions that you have of me before we bail. Happy birthday, Olivia. Nice. Actually, it's not a birthday. Come on now. It's a birth anniversary. You only have one birthday. Okay? You have many birth anniversaries, right? I'm trying to start a movement here to change the English language. Thanks, Sandra. I think the tournament of memes is going to be really fun. You're welcome, Will. I just unloaded everything on you. A little bit of the book, my next reaction, my ranking. This is a jam-packed live stream. It's my first ever, so I don't know how to... I'm just giving you everything at once. I'm supposed to stretch it out, aren't I? I'm supposed to do several live streams where I just give a little bit each time, aren't I? Whoops. You had an awesome teacher back in school, a Potterhead, who once set an exam based on the Half-Blood Prince book. Can't wait for you to read it. Sounds like a good teacher. I think the best teachers are the teachers who care about what you care about, right? They take an interest in the things you like. And I think that's great. I think those make the best teachers because you feel like, wow, they actually are interested in me. I'd say your first one has been successful. Thank you, Sandra. Do you torture first years like Snape but with old memes? I was, well, I do try to torture them with Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy from SNL. Yesterday I made a paper airplane and I was throwing it at kids in the hallway as they left school. So I guess I'm a little bit of an unusual teacher. I do like torturing kids a little bit. One year, our basketball team won the championship, I think last year. And when they came to school, I was waiting in secret with Silly String, and I blasted them all with Silly String when they came into the school. Sneak attack. One of them escaped, and I ended up getting him at recess. So, do I read comics? No, I don't. But I did when I was a teenager, a lot, and I actually made my own comics. We drew our own, came up with our own stories and stuff. But not anymore. Thank you, Mandy. I get it from my father, I think. He's a total class clown. And deep down inside, that's who I am. I'm a class clown. I just like having fun. Except when it's time to do work in class, and then we need to work. And then when the work's done, boom, now we can party again. Jack Handy, yeah, blast from the past. What's not spam? I like spam. Oh, react to the tragedy of Severus Snape. Is that like a fan? Is that like a fan made movie? I don't know if I've seen that. Maybe I have. Because after I finished the whole series, I went and watched a bunch of YouTube stuff on everything. Hey guys, it's 2 o'clock here on the eastern seaboard of the United States. And I have loved having you guys all here. I think it's been fantastic, and it wasn't a complete disaster. I'm glad that your left ears have not had blood shooting out of them because I fixed the audio. If you guys are just joining, go back. I revealed a few of my thoughts about the book. I talked about my next reaction series. I'm doing a project, a tournament of memes for March Madness that you can vote on my channel. And I answered a bunch of questions, except personal ones. Sorry, if you're asking personal questions, I can't answer those. And if you're in Europe, have a great night. I know it's night. It's getting late over there. So grab yourself a late night snack and have an awesome Sunday, everybody. So I will see you all later. Be looking for my reaction videos on The Mandalorian coming up in a couple weeks. Peace. Now, how do I stop this thing? No, I don't want that. I don't want Be Right Back. I'll do this one. Yeah? Yeah? Live stream? Boom!